Hi, friends, and welcome to the Movie Amigos podcast. It's me, Josh, and I'm joined by the Movie Amigos. Introduce yourselves. Go on ahead.
I'm Juve.
And I'm Sheila.
That was so
That was
great.
good. I love that.
I'm trying to come in high energy. This is a high energy movie we're covering.
It was cute.
Good. And it's not just us. We're joined by a super special guest. Go on, take it away. Tell us who you are.
Hi, my name is Brenda, and I'm Hila's sister.
Welcome,
Awesome.
Brenda. Thanks for being here.
Being
My pleasure.
Oh,
here.
it's already started.
It's a dream of mine. Actually, this is my movie pick, guys. Spoiler alert, I picked this movie. Hate on me.
What an awesome pick it was.
It was a great pick.
It was I felt like coming back to season 2, we needed to have a fun movie that was enjoyable, after everything we've been through and this long break that we had. And I figured, you know what, for the first movie of season 2, we have to pick one that's fun, enjoyable, but also I had to make sure that I dragged my sister here. I feel like it was fitting after her helping us pick our first movie of season 1, sorry, which was Titanic. I feel like, she has to be here for this one. She didn't get to choose it, but she should be here to talk about it.
She should be.
She should be.
No pun intended.
All the puns. And then I figured, what movie should I pick? There was a couple different ones, but I was like, her name's Brenda. I call her B as a nickname. That's just, it's cute. I was like, you know what? You can't go wrong with B movie. And here we are.
Can you not go around with being movie?
Huh?
This movie is a cultural
phenomenon.
touchstone.
It's a cultural statement.
Definitely.
It's a statement, all right.
It was a turn, yeah.
I want us to go through and talk about first, before we watched it, like our experience with this movie before today.
Prior.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew about it. I saw it. It was surprisingly in my Letterboxd. I didn't even know I had rated it. And I guess maybe it might have been from my previous before Letterboxd, and I transferred everything over.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I just gave it a rating. And it was a lower rating.
I might not have been a fan.
After this, I didn't change the rating, but I would say if I were to re-rate it, it'd be lower. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, this time it was a lot lower. Even though it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun watching it.
It was very interesting.
But sorry, I went ahead. Okay, so before, I had watched it once. I guess I wasn't a fan of it. But I'm sure it was really funny when I was watching it.
I mean, but you're a fan of the voice cast, right?
Sure. You mean Jerry Seinfeld, Renee Zellweger, Chris Rock?
Yeah.
John
You always
Goodman.
talk about Seinfeld.
Do I?
Yeah, you're like Seinfeld this, Seinfeld that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm a raging Seinfeld lunatic.
Right. That's
I
it.
always talk about him.
That's it. Yeah.
And George and Elaine and
So
Kramer.
did that color your perception of this movie?
They are my spirit animal.
All of
Not
them?
bees.
Definitely not bees. So it I think do you want me to get into Jerry Seinfeld? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I mean, because does being a fan of Jerry Seinfeld help you with this movie?
So I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I like Jerry Seinfeld. I like Seinfeld as a comedy, the show.
Right, okay.
I like comedians in cars getting coffee. Whatever I saw of it, it was fun, entertaining. I like cars and I like comedians. Mm-hmm. But I'm not a huge Jerry Seinfeld fan. I'm not a diehard.
Honestly, you're probably like the biggest Seinfeld fan I know.
Wow.
Oh, that's
then everyone you know must hate Seinfeld because I'm not even that big of a fan of his whatsoever.
Maybe it's just the sitcom that I associate you with in my mind.
Oh. I just think of him saying no to Kesha. When Kesha wants a hug.
I remember that.
Can I have a hug? No, I don't know who you are. Or something like that.
Was hilarious.
It was so
yeah, really.
It was so awkward. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Although you don't go to a stranger and ask them for a hug, though.
But you know what's
you're
great?
Also famous.
He never succumbed and he never apologized because he doesn't have to apologize.
I mean, no, not really.
He just didn't know who she was, and he was like, "No, I'm good. Who
you're
are
rude.
you?"
Like, I don't know who you are.
People were coming after him because of that. After that, which is
Because
pretty
it was
funny.
awkward.
It was awkward. It was very awkward.
It was cringy. You were like, oof.
Kind of like this movie.
I could be wrong. He could have. Oh, nice.
It was so cringe.
I could be wrong. Maybe he might have apologized, but I don't remember.
I don't care.
That's besides the point. But that was me.
I'll look it up.
Oh
What
my.
about
Okay.
you,
well,
Gila?
I'm pretty sure we watched this in theaters.
Well, okay.
I think so. My family and I were vegan for a while.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if
Because of
this
this
was
movie?
way before
This
us
movie
being
inspired it?
vegan, but I think this movie helped us in that cause. I don't know. We like animals. I don't know what came through our heads. We just went to watch it, I think, which makes me wonder why I own it. I thought like I bought it and I didn't know what it was, but like talking about it, I think we watched it in theaters, and yet I still own it.
Are you sure it wasn't because it was a huge meme for a long time?
No, this
It wasn't because of the meme?
before the meme. Maybe it was because of the meme, and it was like super cheap at Walmart.
It was like a
or
bargain
something.
deal, and you got it.
Maybe
It was because we didn't have cable.
that's probably true. Like,
We didn't have cable, so we just bought movies and watched movies.
Mhm.
yeah, we have some weird movies in our in our movie collection, from like B movie to the Barbie Princess to Fat Albert to what's that movie? Serve the Dance so you can
Served up.
No, well we have Serves Up. That one
Laugh-
dancing movie.
Surfs Up, the penguin surfing.
Yeah,
one?
Yeah,
that
we
one.
have that one.
Okay.
That was actually pretty
Oh,
good.
oh,
Oh, you
Surf.
mean you got served?
You got
There you
served.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
We got that one. We have so many movies.
We have the
I
random
feel like
movies.
movie is like probably part of that, and we've seen it a couple of times.
Oh,
But I-
B movie. you mean.
Yeah, but I don't think I had seen it after the meme. You know, after the meme, after it became a meme, I don't think I'd seen it after that.
Okay.
I don't think so. I've seen clips.
Do you recall when that meme was happening?
I don't remember.
Mm-mm.
I
No.
think it, might
was-
have been like 2015.
No, maybe. I think
Yeah,
it was
I think so.
after peak YouTube.
Maybe.
Peak
Prob-
YouTube. what do
Wait,
you mean
what's
by
peak
that?
YouTube?
Like Jenna Marbles.
Probably
like-
2018.
yeah, it was
around there.
after that.
I don't know.
Because there was nothing else left. So B movie
I
took
think
over.
it was during.
You think it was
Yeah.
during?
I
Maybe.
think Jenna Marbles was still around when B movie
Yeah.
meme
We
happened.
miss her.
Yeah. She's not
Aw.
dead.
Well, she's not back, so.
She won't.
She'll never be
back. Yeah.
What about you, Brenda? What's your B movie experience?
Well, before I was a little girl, so I liked it. Like I was innocent, so I didn't really think of it as in like a weird human and animal.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, like they're friends, like
Yeah.
But then after the memes and I got older, that's like it's weird.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
nasty. Like
Mm.
it's.
I mean, nasty. Weird is one.
We
word.
never see
I
anything.
mean, my first words after the movie was like that was ugly.
I wrote
Yeah.
it down actually.
That
That
was
was an
ugly.
ugly
That's
movie,
funny.
is what you said.
That was ugly. As
movie.
well. Yeah.
That was ugly.
I wrote down a lot of quotes.
I
from you
will
guys, by
have
the
to
way.
say it was ahead of its time.
What do you
Yes.
mean by that?
It predicted a lot of
Yeah,
things.
you're right, you're
It
right.
was ahead of its time.
What
That's
about
right.
you, Josh?
So I saw this movie in theaters also.
Okay.
Oh,
when it
good
came
for
out.
you, man.
I remember I was on a hot streak on picking really good movies in the movie theaters, to the point that my sister and my mom like blindly trusted me to pick any
Oh.
movie.
Oh.
So I'd watched Seinfeld
Mhm.
at that point, and this came out. I was in middle school. I was still in middle school, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was on a hot streak picking movies. So like they're like, yeah, whatever you pick, we'll watch it. It's like I know Seinfeld, I know the rest of the cast, like B movie, animated movie, family movie, for sure. And I remember sitting there next to my mom, and we were both like, we kept looking at each other during the movie, and it was very strange. It was very strange. Even then, I was like, this is super weird. And I haven't watched it since then until just now. And I've seen
Oh,
memes
wow.
about it and
Okay.
stuff. But yeah, I watched it in theaters that one time, and then I watched it now.
That's so interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I remember meeting your mom for the first time at the theater. Marquee, to be exact.
You're right.
Was it the day you went to watch the movie?
I highly doubt it, but it's possible.
That's funny.
Hmm.
It's possible. So that's my experience with the movie.
This movie, though.
Oh, right. And Seinfeld never apologized about
he never
denying,
did. Okay.
denying
You
the
looked it
hug.
up?
Yeah.
He's
I
an
mean-
authentic comedian.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, physical touch isn't my thing. I'm in my 60s. I don't know if you're a
Yeah.
pop star, you know."
Right.
Yeah,
Makes
like
sense.
he's just like,
And later on, I think Kesha tried to do this, like, "Oh, I got you back," but he was like, "Okay."
She was petty about it, and he was just he moved on.
Yeah, but it was it was like a comedy thing. Like, oh, I got you back, and then he's like, okay, like, good for you.
But so from what I looked at, they're cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it wasn't nasty. It was just like, okay.
Yeah.
She came on Comedians with Cars getting coffee.
I need to look that up. Hold on one second.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so yes, so I picked this movie. Like I said, it's just we needed something fun.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't know
it was
if
a
this
lot of
was
fun
it.
watching it.
I mean,
It was a
plot
great pick.
wise, I don't know, but it was a good time.
I mean,
Yes.
DreamWorks animated movies,
Fire.
they're pretty good overall.
Shrek 3,
So yeah.
Shrek 2,
Yeah.
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 Kung Fu Panda.
Prince of Egypt.
Oh, yeah, that's DreamWorks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not a fan of Kung Fu Panda though?
No, I
Are you?
like Kung Fu
Oh,
Panda.
you
He
do?
said he
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He
Sorry.
just hates.
Yeah.
Is that,
How to
are
Train
they
Your
still
Dragon?
making movies?
I guess that's later, but
Kung Fu Panda or DreamWorks?
DreamWorks.
Yeah.
oh
I
yeah.
think. Didn't they do like a How to Train Your Dragon
5.
recently? 7?
I don't know.
How to
I don't
Train Your
know.
Dragon 3 came out a few years ago.
Oh.
Okay.
Where they
Okay.
got married, right?
What are
The
they doing now?
dragons. I don't
The
never
dragons
watched
Wait,
got
it.
isn't Raya and the Last Dragon? That's not DreamWorks.
That's
is it?
Disney.
That's
Disney.
Disney.
Oh, sorry. I'm so old now.
We're trying not to talk about them right now. We're in
Oh,
DreamWorks
sorry, Mickey.
world.
Yeah, so
Yes.
DreamWorks, like, again, another point for middle school Josh picking this movie in the theater. Like, they had a good track record.
Honestly,
Up
at
to
that
this
point,
point.
they did. It was solid.
Mhm.
It was solid.
So, as for the animation itself, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was run of
Like,
the mill.
I mean, the character designs are kind of ugly, but still,
Were they ugly, Josh?
like, the animation
Were
itself
they?
wasn't super bad or super good.
It
I
was
thought
yeah,
just,
exactly.
like,
I think it was right down the middle.
It was just serviceable, you know.
What I'm learning is on the drawing table when they were coming up with this movie, the only reason it got greenlit is it because Jerry Seinfeld was involved and he was
Yes.
a
I think,
producer
yeah,
of it.
I think it
Dude,
has to
put
be.
the money down.
'Cause-
For sure.
Absolutely.
I feel like
The
with
idea
the
is
track
so
record,
strange.
it wouldn't have gone through like you're
Like,
saying with all the
okay,
other movies.
okay. Let me settle.
Oh,
What was the message of this movie?
Yeah, what was it?
Is
Hila?
it-
Like, what was it? I'm asking you guys. Tell me,
Yep.
please.
Well, what's that word? It's like contradicting.
a paradox.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's like he wants like help the bee.
I get what you're
wanna
saying.
I
help
mean,
the
it's
bees.
hypocritical.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
there you
like
go.
bee rights, stop enslaving bees,
Right.
but then when
And
they get what they want, the world goes into shambles, and then they have to work the rest of their lives until they die, anyways.
yeah, like
so
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it was just
Yeah.
like, okay, what was that for?
yeah, it's kind of like it doesn't really. It's not really like a metaphor
Yeah,
for anything.
and the
It's
agree.
whole
kind of like-
thing, he was just selfish. He's like, I don't want a job, so let me go see the world. He falls in love with the human, okay, and then he's like, I'm gonna help the bees. Why? Because they're selling bees.
And he's a liar.
They're
He said it
using
was
them.
all for her flower shop.
And it wasn't. He didn't even think of
did.
her
He
flowers
gaslighted
at
her.
once. He gaslighted her.
But the movie does have that. It's like a bunch of messages and they all get mixed and they contradict each other. It's a jumbled mess of like,
Yes.
what's the message, right?
What?
And
Yeah,
the
like
rest-
what is
I don't
it?
think
I'm
they-
confused.
I know what the
Thought
message
that
is.
through.
What is it?
Love is love,
I see.
Wait.
You think
You're
Jerry's
onto
trying to tell us something?
something.
and honey is good.
That's
That's something
Yes.
that the
okay,
message,
that
That's true.
bothered me. That
What?
was the only note I took. They use honey for everything.
I also did not like that.
The bees do?
Yeah, the bees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything from soap to mouthwash
But they're
to
bees.
a pool
That's the pun.
to eat it to everything. Everything's bee. Everything.
Well, honey is their
honey,
life.
honey.
Honey's their life.
Do
Honey
bees
is their
drink
life. Right,
water?
that was the joke. I get that.
I still, it just made me uncomfortable. I get
Yeah.
where he was coming from.
Thank you,
I
Josh.
think
Like,
they
I don't
drink
like-
water.
I imagine using something as mouthwash, and then using that thing as hair gel, and then using that thing as deodorant. Like, I don't want that.
Like
to
it's
be the
funny
same
because they're
things.
bees. Like, haha, look, they're bees. They use honey.
And
and
then
everything.
it's in their
thing.
swimming pool.
I
It's in their
agree
gas
with you
tanks.
guys.
You know,
But
like,
he's defending Seinfeld because he's a
No,
huge
I'm not
fan.
defending him. I'm not defending
he's the
him.
biggest
he's the
fan.
biggest
I'm
Seinfeld
trying
fan.
I'm trying to follow the
Because he's Jewish.
I'm trying to follow the logic of the movie that they're trying to present to you.
Kidding.
I agree with you guys completely, 100%. I'm following the logic of their joke. which is why they did it. But yeah, I agree. I completely agree. It makes
You're
no
just
sense.
trying to defend him.
Yes, because I love Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld, if you're listening, I love you.
Jerry,
please
he's like,
marry me.
this
Super
is the
fan.
one
Give him a hug,
podcast
please.
Love
I'll
is love,
listen
Jerry.
to.
Yes,
Okay,
give me a
good.
hug. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So, one thing I liked about this movie,
Mm-hmm.
it was Ken.
Okay,
Yes.
you're right.
I
Mm.
loved him.
He was
The
us.
only reasonable,
human.
character.
Human.
Yeah,
kind
character.
of.
Yeah, you're right.
Honestly,
Reasonable
and to
character.
be honest, respectful. Okay,
Yes.
like he respected that this bee was talking.
Yeah.
Like he didn't say you're insane, you're crazy. He's
Right.
like, I'll talk to this
He's
bee
like, oh,
for
this
you.
bee's talking again.
You're right. It's like he's being trying to be genuine. He's not evil whatsoever.
I
And
agree
he's
with
just
you.
like, why are you talking to this bee? Like I sit there, like she's cheating on him with
That-
the bee.
Yeah, you're right about
How
that.
can he not be upset?
Mhm.
And then Barry comes and acts all like, oh yeah, haha, like haha, like, no, you're being rude. This isn't
Mhm.
your house.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to talk to a woman who is in a relationship, regardless of you being a bee.
I agree. I strongly agree.
And it bothered me. I don't like Barry.
Barry B.
But
Benson.
Ken, he's the MVP here. I hope he
Yeah.
finds a good woman.
He's
who
a good
doesn't
tennis
like
player.
bees.
He's athletic. He's a talented chef. Has a good resume.
And he's handsome.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm
He's
sure he's gonna
handsome.
find his.
Yeah.
He's respectful to bees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well.
Except for the time
Maybe
he tried
he'll
to kill.
he'll find a bee girl.
No,
No,
absolutely.
it's got to be
not.
Vanessa.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Vanessa's in love
Vanessa
with
does not deserve him, and obviously they end up together.
No, what I'm saying is he'll never look for a bee woman. He was always gonna be wanting Vanessa. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't think so. I think he'll move on. I
You
think
think
his
he'll move
friend.
on from Vanessa?
I think his friend will
I don't know.
help
At the
him.
end of the movie, he was like, "This bee's living my life."
Yeah, because I would be upset too. It's not even about Vanessa anymore. It's about a bee literally taking over his life.
Because bees technically, the queen is the one who births and reproduces, right?
Yes.
So he
He's
has
fine.
no reason to ever find anyone
Barry, you
in the
mean?
bee world.
In
Yeah,
the
Barry.
bee world. Yeah, because they're all cousins.
Yes.
Ugh, that was weird.
Wait, if the mother bee is the queen bee
Mother
that
bee, queen bee.
births everyone, how are they all
Cousins.
cousins? Wouldn't they all be
Cousin,
siblings?
cousin.
I don't know. They said they were
Uh,
cousins, so I believe them.
I think it was to be a joke, because
I think it's so that they can ride the line. Of
Yes.
they're not siblings, but they're cousins.
right.
And we're all like
In the
both.
world of the movie,
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
world.
even though biologically none of it makes sense anyway. It's like
Yeah, that's true. We're
So
looking too deep
bee
into it.
wise, like
Right.
actual
Bee.
nature bees.
Okay.
How
pulling
are
up
they
Google.
made?
how are
Like
bees
they're
made?
just the queen bee bursts them all, right?
Yeah, like
That's what the movie said. But is that how it is?
I don't know. I
Maybe
don't know
there's different
I should have done
bees
research.
that yeah, we should have on bees.
oh, yeah.
Bees to
I
watch
mean,
this movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, I don't know. That's not what the movie's about, right? But it's still like it just it bothered me. Like I laughed at a couple things, but then at times I'm just like, why? Like why?
You laughed at we all laughed at the absurdity of a
Oh
lot of
no,
things.
we
Yes.
laughed.
But
at
definitely
the
not because of like the comedy.
insanity. It wasn't
No.
funny.
Because even the comedy was like Jerry Seinfeld's comedy, he tried to put it in there, but it still wouldn't work because we're watching an animated movie about bees talking to humans. So like the puns and everything,
It just
it didn't work.
go. It didn't match.
it wasn't working for me. Like maybe
Yeah.
as like you're watching it with your parents and your parents are like, huh, 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 and you're like,
I don't
okay.
think even the parents would laugh. Because even in the movie, Vanessa didn't laugh at his jokes.
She did. She said, "Oh, that's funny," and he says, "Yeah, that's what we do."
I guess, but then
So
when
she
he told
thought
her-
he was funny.
but when he said another joke, she was like, "Oh, I guess that's."
So it's
how
only when they
bees
chose
say-"
to.
Yeah.
When the writers wanted her to laugh.
Yeah. Sometimes she wouldn't laugh. She'd be like, "Oh, I guess that's another bee joke. I don't get it." She
Okay.
wouldn't laugh, and it was awkward. And you're like,
So
Oof.
it's- yeah.
Did they ever play into Did they ever play into the fact that it's a B movie? Like,
As in like a bad movie.
yeah.
Well,
Was that
there
ever a thing? in them?
there were
they
like
ever a pun?
movie references. There were a couple movie references, like the Graduate reference.
But they never lead into that, right?
I guess I
I'm
don't
surprised
think so.
that they did it. Maybe
They
Jerry was
should've.
like, Jerry Seinfeld was like, "No, we can't. That's too obvious."
I feel like that would have been more fun, right? Wouldn't that have been more fun?
Then they would have been leaning into, "Oh, we know this is going to be bad, so we're going to do it on purpose." So they didn't want it to be that kind of movie, maybe.
I guess, but I think it's like we were having fun, and then he goes to the store, right?
Mhm.
Like we were not
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with it.
yeah.
We were not like, it's not like, okay, it's not like we were fine with him and this woman dating, right? They were dating at that point, even though she was, anyway, they were together going to the store, and then he sees the honey. Like, how in his logical brain, like, I feel like he would know about where the honey goes, right? Like, he's been in school. Like, he's a bee. They would have taught him already.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of things that he knew, like about coffee.
He should have
And
known
he should have known.
where the honey goes. I think it's like,
Well, the thing is that the bees in this movie have their own. They have their own cars, their own houses, their own stairs, their own. So it's like it may not be that he knows what human coffee. Maybe he knows bee coffee.
Right.
made out of honey.
Yeah.
You know, in our conversation about this movie, I'm way more self-aware of how many times we use the word
Yes.
B-E
Yes.
in a sentence.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm way too
it
self-aware of it
must
now.
be
Every single time
nice.
Hila says bee,
Yeah.
I'm like picturing a bee.
Yeah.
Barry
I
B.
picture the
Benson.
movie.
That's really
Yeah.
funny.
And that's hilarious.
I mean, maybe I don't.
So
Now I feel really self-aware saying like, oh,
so you don't like the main romance.
No, I wouldn't. But I'm positive that it has to be fanfic somewhere.
Fanfic?
Absolutely.
Oh,
there
that's
has
true. I
to
didn't even
be
think of that.
Fanfiction
Oh, no.
somewhere.
Fan art, maybe.
Maybe they turned Barry into a human, or they turned Vanessa into a bee. What would she look like as a bee?
Also-
Would you guys like her as a bee? That
I
was a
don't
big
know.
conversation.
Would we like her as a bee?
Yeah.
Definitely, it would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, it would be cute.
If she was like a bee from another hive or something.
Yeah.
there you go.
Or even like a bee from one of the homes that, like the smoked out ones.
Yeah, he could
Like,
rescue her from
Rescue her, be cute, like, aw. But no, it had to be a human. Also, you could have just had the story of them being friends. Why did it have to be a romance?
Yeah, I for me the absurdity of it does make it funny. That part, that like I didn't think any of the movie was funny until he met Vanessa. So that part was like,
Maybe that's
okay,
what they were going for.
yeah, like this
Like
is
the
so ridiculous. His
ridiculous-
fantasies about her and whatever were so strange and absurd.
I will say I was not hating it up until like I said, it's not like I was fine with it, but like I wasn't hating it or anything like that until it got to like the whole honeybees and honey and the courtroom case
Yeah,
and all that.
Yeah,
I was
that was
like,
all kind of dragged on a little bit.
yeah, they could have just stuck with the romance.
Mhm. It was a lot. It was relying a
I
lot
mean,
on
the
like,
fact that I said that, it's like
The movie did take a turn.
it did, and then
Yeah.
it turned right back around.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like I don't understand. Like Vanessa, and also like, why did she even help the bee? Like she's a florist.
So here's I have a theory
Right?
on that.
Since the beginning, she was defending the bee, though.
I
So
Yeah.
it would make a lot
So
of
she's a
sense.
vegan, even though she takes
Something about
honey.
her is off.
I don't think she's vegan.
Wait, what's your
Oh.
theory?
She was weird.
Right,
Something about her is weird, just in general.
but y'all were still attracted to
You know,
her.
like the
Of course.
hot crazy scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
So-
makes complete
Barney
sense.
Stinson.
Yeah, from How I Met Your Mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a line graph.
She's a certified.
I'm not
amateur.
saying I agree with this always or whatever, but
Certified amateur.
This makes sense.
I think that it I think it tracks in this scenario.
That makes sense.
that
And it was
she's
just a perfect storm that Barry B. Benson decided to break bee law
to
to
this
talk to a
one
human
woman.
and start dating her. Which also they mentioned that I was writing down every time they mentioned bee law
Mhm.
to see if there's like
A
they only
whole-
mentioned it twice.
Which
and the
one
and
was
bee
it?
law is don't talk to humans and don't date them. That's bee law. I'm like, what? Mention other things. I don't know.
That's the only
Yeah.
thing that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's what I mentioned.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
like,
about to say.
it's a law. Like, how much did it have to happen
Yes,
for
exactly.
it to be a law?
Mhm. Even if it's just once, too.
Like it's happened before.
It's happened before.
It's happened
Exactly.
before.
B4.
Like,
Oh,
Can you imagine the clips for this?
I don't even know. I have no clue. I
My
have no
gosh,
clue what the
I'm just
clips are
gonna be
gonna be
sitting
like.
there like, B, little tally
Yeah,
every single
yeah.
time.
Every single time.
Every
this
time the
could be
word
Barry
B
Benson's
comes out.
face. His DreamWorks eyebrows.
Benson.
It's weird though because they look like human beings though.
Beings.
Yeah,
Like the
exactly. They
bees?
give them arms and 2 legs. Bees have a lot more, right? Or at
No,
least
like
6.
the face, like it's like
Yeah, and
It's
human face.
weirdly
Oh,
human
right.
human.
Yeah,
faces,
exactly.
yeah.
That's true.
Like furries.
no.
You mean like they give them eyes and mouth and nose?
Well, yeah, but that's like any other cartoon. But like I don't know, it's weird. Like the bees look like humans. Like they look like that.
Yeah, I
looks like
mean,
someone I would know. Like
Yeah, like
you know what
B.
I
Larry
mean?
King or B. Gandhi, like B.
The only
Jesus.
thing is that they
Yeah.
were yellow and
kind
had
of like
antenna.
you know who
Yeah.
know who that bee looks like? A Larry. What's his
Uh-huh.
name?
Barry B.
Barry?
Benson.
Barry.
He looks like Joe from Friends.
Joey?
Joey. There
Joey.
you go.
He looks like
Okay.
Joey.
little
Wait,
bit.
I
Yeah.
see it.
Like
You
I
the
know-
hair.
see it.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
eyebrows.
Oh,
and hair.
yeah.
So it's like they look like other human beings.
Beings.
Stop.
Sorry.
So that's
That mean-
something I actually
It bothered
Like-
you?
it bothered me.
Oh.
Okay. Then what's one thing
You're
you
right,
like?
because for example, like in a movie like Antz, they are anthropomorphic, right? But they
Right.
look more like they're ants. So you're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
an
like
ant.
that's
Yeah,
an
like the way
ant.
they
You're right,
stand,
you're
the
right.
But
way
like
they
these
walk.
bees are like that looks like my uncle or like that looks
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Oh,
You're
that
right.
looks like that guy from the show.
Uh-huh.
You know, like yeah.
Or Bug's Life. Bug's
Yeah,
Life.
Bugs
It's
Life,
like
yeah. they're more for the
uh-huh.
they lean
They're more
towards
yeah.
cartoonish.
Yeah, even the shape of their head is
Mhm.
more like an ant.
Yeah.
The way they move,
Right.
they have extra legs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so
Whereas these are like
human
humans.
with
They
the
look like
booty.
humans.
right.
They wear sweaters. All the
Yes.
animals here wear sweaters. The bugs.
the
Also,
cows.
he kept pulling his
mosquito.
pants up, but there's no pants. And then
he
he
did
mentioned
say
he doesn't have
it, yeah,
pants.
he does say it. He has no pants.
Maybe his
So
skin?
maybe he wears
What?
pants.
Maybe his skin. I don't know.
Oh, his
His
skin.
skin is his
He's
pants?
pulling his skin.
Maybe.
But he said he doesn't have pants, but a Ralph Lauren sweater.
So there's a B. Ralph Lauren. Is what that means.
There's,
is that what
there's enough space in his beehive to have that too.
Or did Ralph Lauren just come out with a Ralph
A
Lauren
bee line?
line?
After everything, he's like, I got
After
it.
everything.
I
Well,
got
remember,
it.
there's
work on
everything
this."
that's in the real world, like human world. It's in the bee world.
Right, but is it just their hive or is it multiple hives?
There's multiple hives. There's multiple.
Yeah, because
bees.
even the artificial, the ones where they're farming, they have like a couch, like a bee couch, right? And like
Yeah.
Right, but they have
bee
their
picture
queen,
frame.
right? They're like, oh, we gotta come
Drag
here because
queen.
of our queen. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
wonder if this movie had come out now, how much backlash it would have.
I don't know. I really
Like,
don't
would it be
know.
like, wow, this movie's great and it's so inclusive, or would it be like, it's not inclusive at all? I hate it.
it's in,
It's both.
No, I think
It's
it would've been
I
inclusive
think
to
they tried
bees.
too much.
It's inclusive. They tried too much.
Like for what's that word? Putting a lot of cultures. Or
I don't know.
what I mentioned in the last episode.
virtue signaling.
Yeah, they were virtue signaling
Yeah.
to like everything.
Yeah, like they try to put everything in one. Like there you go. Like so you won't say anything.
So the current.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
know what
like
I mean?
the current cinematic universe.
So it was ahead of its time.
It was absolutely
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I meant. I was the whole time I was like, what is this show? And the fact that just because of like a mob of people were like, yeah, they cancel everything, everything's done. It's like, really? Like
Yeah.
that's it? That's all you took? And then when you realize the mistake of everything you did out of selfishness because what you thought was right, it ruined everything. And then all you can do is like, sorry, I ruined your life. She's like, yeah, you kind of ruined my business, everything I looked forward
Maybe
to.
that's the moral of the movie that they were trying to get to. That
That's what I was...
if you use cancel culture in the wrong way, it can be dangerous.
Ooh.
Absolutely, it ruined
Yeah.
the freaking
coming
world.
coming from a
Honestly.
comedian.
Yeah, right? That's
That
true.
could
That makes
work.
that could
tracks.
be
Yeah.
a
I feel like you.
Wow,
could,
I need
mean,
to change my rating of the movie.
okay.
I feel
five
like he could. I
stars.
feel like he could say.
5 stars.
I feel like he could say, fair. There's some fair arguments there. That does not mean you go and cancel people for it.
Mhm.
That's
There's ways
really
to do it.
freaking-
Yes,
I-
exactly.
That
Wow.
would make sense. Actually, I would be okay with it.
I hate that you guys have a point. I hate that you guys are
you
like,
hate that there might be a point there.
yeah. In my mind, I was like, oh, they're not onto anything. But now
I mean, it is
I
ahead
agree
of its time.
fully.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, it just, and it's true. Like nowadays, what cancel culture is terrible. People are terrified to speak of anything because of the consequences. Yet those people that are speaking up, they're speaking up against things that are questionable, and people are too scared to say no. So look what happens. I feel like maybe there's some things
And the
there.
person whose fault it is, he tried to, you know, that redeem himself is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he tried to redeem himself, and I mean, it worked. Thankfully, he was able to redeem himself, and it's not like everybody said, "Barry, you suck forever." Like, no, they're like, "Okay, well, he messed up.
And
Fixed
he
it."
did it without never apologizing.
Yeah,
Just like
that's
Jerry
true.
Just like
Seinfeld and
Jerry
Kesha.
Seinfeld.
Oh
my God. You know what? I need to up my rating of this movie.
5 stars.
I wouldn't say that, but definitely higher. Could it have been done better? I don't know. I feel like now that we know what it's about, at least here,
Among Us, Amigos.
Among Us, Amigos, I feel like it was done perfectly. Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
But we need to know if that's what Jerry Seinfeld
it does.
actually was planning
Call
on
your
doing.
bestie and ask
Yes,
him.
I
Yeah.
gotta ask him. Yeah,
You
We're
gotta
gonna get
call
up
him
Convenience and
up.
Cars getting coffee.
Call him up and be
Call
like,
him up.
"Is that what you meant?" There has to be interview somewhere.
I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah, there definitely
Now
are.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into this.
There
I don't-
definitely are.
I think if that message is in the movie, I don't think it's on purpose. I think it just
Yeah, I think you're right.
it just happened.
So we're going back down to 1 star.
It was an accident.
Dang it! I had you guys up there, and then
Oh man, I mean, so this movie is not okay. You know how we like bad movies? You know, The Room, Last Vampire on Earth.
You mean B movies?
B movies. This one wouldn't be a part of that. This would just be bad, but it has a different like vibe, right?
Yeah, it
like
definitely can't be part of those.
it can't be part
No,
of
it
those,
can't.
but it also can't be part of like something like Twilight either. This is like in
No,
its
no.
own category. It's like fully produced, like Twilight. People hate on Twilight, but it's not a meme, kind of.
No. Well, yeah, it,
Yeah.
it
What
became
is?
a meme.
But what is?
I
the
think it's
movie?
I think it's a movie that just failed in a lot of its aspects, but it was well produced. It had the backing. It had the the big names in it. It was a
story was
not a
just bad.
flop because I think it did make some money. I don't know if it made the money that they wanted it to make as other animated movies, but I think culturally it was a flop.
Yeah.
It didn't become like other DreamWorks movies
No.
yeah, right.
that definitely were like,
That were franchise
everyone-
starters.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Perfect.
That's interesting. Like, I wonder how that happened when they like Jerry Seinfeld approached DreamWorks. Like, la la la. He walks up in there.
Yeah, that's how he.
Hey
that's how he
guys,
was.
so I have a movie idea. I have some investors. And blah blah blah. Let's
Maybe
make
he was
this
trying to
happen.
get his what's it called? His
Groove back.
Tony, Oscar,
Oh,
Emmy. What is that called?
Peacock or something like that.
Yeah.
Peacock.
EGOT. He was
EGOT.
trying to get his like
Peacock.
EGOT.
I'm thinking
EGOT,
Pulitzer Prize.
but for like comedy. So he was like, I need to get
Okay.
into the animated comedy genre
Mm-hmm.
and have put my mark in the animated area.
Got you.
And if I make
Yeah,
it
because
here,
you know
then-
what? Shrek was pretty groundbreaking in its casting for voice actors.
Yeah.
And the fact of casting well-known comedians.
Also,
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
Shark Tale.
Like-
Shark Tale is really good too.
Was it?
Shark
Because I mean, when you think
I
of
appreciate you
don't
asking
remember
that.
it.
when you
Shark
think
Tale-
of
all of them.
I don't know. I guess prior to that, maybe like Robin Williams in Aladdin was like a pretty
Actually, that's a
groundbreaking
good
Yeah, yeah.
point.
casting
Shrek
choice.
was the first one to not only do it in English but in Spanish as well.
You're right.
Because in Spanish, it was the first time that they casted actual like comedians, like actors to do these. It's kind of what changed the whole like voice actor to
Is El
acting.
Genio del best Shrek or something?
No, he's
Donkey.
the donkey.
Oh,
Yeah.
who plays Shrek?
I don't know.
Oh,
That
okay. I
don't
was just
know.
wondering.
I don't
'Cause-
know. It's a good. I actually watched Shrek in Spanish
hmm
in the theaters in Mexico.
It works.
Like a week before I moved to the United States.
Wow.
I think it's even better in Spanish.
I think so too.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. Who's Fiona Paulina Rubio?
No.
Is she a
What?
comedian?
Is that the first Spanish
No.
person you
I don't
thought
know.
of?
It's the first one I did.
I actually don't know the actors. I have no idea. I think they're
Okay.
comedian, like Mexican
But it worked
comedians.
well.
But it's great. You have to
Mhm.
watch Shrek in Spanish.
Hmm.
It's so good. Like you saw it go around in the reels, right?
Yeah, I saw something about the
Ping-pong,
exactly. Yeah.
Conoces
Do you know the
a
Muffin Man? The
ping-pong.
Spanish version
Yeah, it's like
is like
ping-pong,
going viral
sí.
in
Se lava su
on
carita.
social media.
Yeah. Con agua y con jabón. Honestly, now I want to watch the B movie in Spanish.
I want to see the ASMR
no.
version.
Oh yes, we have to give a
There's
shout
an
out.
ASMR version
Yes.
of the B movie?
Yeah, Ghibli ASMR did. She
To
got
do it
together a
for
bunch of
4
ASM
millions.
artists for one of her milestones. They made the B movie, but with ASMR sounds and ASMR voices.
All of it, the entire movie that you can watch as you put on the B movie right next to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they just read the lyrics? I mean, not the lyrics.
They
the
reenact
script?
it.
Yeah, they reenact it. Yeah, but as ASMR.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
That's
disgusting.
I'm very intrigued.
I think it's interesting that she did it. Like the fact that a person decided to redo
It's
the
a lot of
entire
effort.
B
Yeah.
movie with
Yeah.
other people
Mhm.
and edit it and put it together.
That means
and
nothing
Yeah.
to me.
What do you mean? What
People have put a lot of effort into stupid things before. This is not the
stupid
first time.
things? What
I don't know
I'm
what you're
sorry.
talking about.
Following.
Hence
I'm a
the movie.
fan.
No, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
back
a
at 5
fan.
stars.
I
or-
can't back that.
What? You're not. This isn't a Movie Amigos like endorsement.
Hey, 2/3.
To
Brenda?
me, I think it's interesting. I haven't seen it. I don't think I ever will, to be honest. It's too long. I don't
I
have time
will.
for that. I know Josh will. I'm not gonna. I just think it's funny. Like it's a funny joke to me. I'm like, that's
Okay.
funny.
It's funny, but I wouldn't waste my time watching it.
But some people did. A bunch of people did because it's funny. You see what I mean? It's like you're in on the joke, kind of.
Right.
As an
Right.
inside joke, okay, I
That's
can,
kind of
Yeah.
how it
I
is.
get
Like
it.
the B movie is like an inside joke. It's not like it's not like it broke the internet, and she knows that. Like
Uh-huh.
she's very aware of that. She's like, I worked so hard for that, whatever. She's like, and it didn't really give back as all the time she put in it. But she's like, it was just a fun experience. I'm
Mhm.
like, even then, I'm not gonna watch it. But I think it's funny she did it, and she's gonna do it. Well, she said she's gonna do it for Shrek, like the entire Shrek movie, and I think that's funny too. I don't know. I just think it's funny.
We're simpatico on
It just
this.
does not. It does not.
Hila and I are
That's
smiling. Brenda and Hoover are frowning.
They don't
Yes.
get it, but I think it's funny. It's like a funny joke to me.
I mean, it's comedy subjective, right?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's funny.
Like Seinfeld's comedy in this movie.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I've never been compelled to watch Seinfeld
Okay.
ever. I don't get it. Cause every
A
time
lot of people don't get it.
because every time I see people talk about him, they
Mhm.
talk about like how he talks like this.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
does.
And he did this in this movie. So I'm like, oh, he does sound like
Yeah,
that.
he does sound like that.
Yeah.
I do like the gifs though. They're fun.
What do you mean?
But they're all dancing together like this.
I'm not.
Oh,
Their
they're like
hands up.
celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're like
gotcha.
excited about something.
I use it
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
So
I do
what?
remember
What's your favorite part of this movie?
Favorite part of this movie? When he's in the pool and he's dreaming about Vanessa
That was very funny.
up
Cause-
until she dies.
Up
That
until
was really
she-
Airplane
funny.
crashes.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie.
You did like Vanessa.
Yeah, I think that they accomplished their, they had to do that. They knew they had to make her an attractive woman
They
Yeah,
of course
most
because
they did.
definitely.
it was
They
going to
had
be weird
if she was not hot.
if she was not hot, and then the fact that they needed them to have some kind of weird relationship, because what are romantic relationships like? What is the end of a romantic relationship?
If they're both ugly.
Relations,
Wait. Oh no, it's not.
Hmm.
as in like you get to get, of course, marriage.
No.
Wait, yeah, when you
You
get
can
married
get
to
married.
somebody.
Yeah, you can just hold hands.
Okay, that is not how God intended it.
It's a bee and a woman.
That's exactly the point. That's unnatural. So what I'm saying is that
Unnatural.
They did that
Hold on. Wait a second.
they did it on purpose, right? They did it on purpose so that we can get behind. Oh, of course you would like this beautiful woman, right? So
Hmm.
that's why they did that.
I actually want to
Yeah.
read this quote from you.
From me.
Yeah.
You just
It's-
got from us.
It's B movie ladies should be included in the hot animated lady canon. You said that.
I did not use the word canon, but I did say something similar to that.
Yeah. Well, I added canon.
You paraphrased,
but I added canon.
but I will not deny it. Tomorrow, if you're listening,
I will say B
She's
movie
not.
lady.
listen closely.
I will say
You-
Vanessa Bloom is very slept on.
Bloom is her last name.
Yeah.
Vanessa
Of course it is.
Bloom.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I was listening
She's
for it.
Wow.
I was paying
rich,
attention for it.
beautiful white lady.
A florist
lives
as well.
on Central Park.
Coincidence.
Honestly, that's the start of a rom-com right there. It's happening.
She might as well be Meg Ryan.
This movie's a
Yeah,
rom-com.
pretty much. Then Barry dies, and then he gets reincarnated as a man.
Oh my! I would not like that.
You know what? I have to find that fanfic. It's out there. I know it.
Oh gosh.
I would have respected this movie more if that would have happened.
If he got
If
reincarnated.
he
No,
reincarnated, and then we get into reincarnation
No, he can
with the Jewish beef.
Oh my!
That's a whole other conversation.
He could. You've seen Ratatouille, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love.
Okay.
What about it?
Barry B. Benson can tell Ken what to do so that him and Vanessa could be together.
Oh no!
That would
So
not work out.
he put a hat on and he pulled his hair.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say.
Okay,
Right.
no.
Barry
because
B. Benson.
It's a different situation, Josh.
I'm just saying
No.
that would fulfill your
Because the
fantasy,
rat-
right?
Because the rat never told him how to try and date that lady.
That's true.
Ever.
I think that
Ever.
this got weirder than the B movie. Now we got there, but it's okay. Let's keep going.
Wait, Ratatouille is weirder.
Let's
than
write it
that?
down.
Whatever
No,
you're doing.
what you're doing.
What I'm doing? You're saying you wanted to be reincarnated as a man. I'm just saying what could happen in this universe.
That's less weird. My reincarnation story is less weird than yours.
I strongly disagree.
What do you think, Brenda? Which is more realistic?
Tell me. Be honest.
Yeah, Brenda.
All eyes on you.
Which one's better?
She's looking at me like, why did you bring me here? No, we're waiting for you.
Oh.
Which one do you think is more real?
I mean, I think yours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mine makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yours makes more sense.
This
Than
movie
Josh's.
This movie has B Jesus and B Gandhi.
Of course, it's reincarnation. It makes sense.
Oh my god.
It's not B Jesus. It's but Jesus.
You're right, it was B Jesus. The caption said B
That
Jesus.
bothers me. So there is religion within the beast.
Yeah, because the mom constantly was like, I hope she's B-ish.
B-ish. Yeah.
Right.
As in Jewish.
Jewish.
Right, because
But they
she's
don't keep
Jewish.
And
Yeah.
he's a lawyer and
Oh, I didn't think about that.
He
Wait,
does become
he's a
one.
lawyer. I thought.
He becomes one.
Wait, when did? Oh, he becomes.
He
one.
practiced
Okay.
the law.
He
and
passed
then
the
you
bar.
I
pass
have a
the
quote.
bar.
I have a quote from you, Gila, actually.
Okay, what did I do?
You said he's not even accredited to practice law in the state of New York.
Yes, you did
You
say that.
said that when he started
I
presenting
did.
his
I was
case.
so upset. I was like, who does he think he is? It wasn't
Gila,
even Barry. It was
I'm sorry.
Adam.
I'm sorry, but again, I'm gonna have to take the movie side. Maybe bee laws are different than human laws,
No.
and he was able to represent bees through some other.
Okay, fine. That could be fair. If I knew that Adam wanted to even be a lawyer. He was so sad. The whole time he wasn't even a lawyer. He was doing like the one thing about like the little finger with the little flick.
Yeah, I forget what that was called.
I don't know.
A flicker.
I think it's actually something
Yeah.
weird. Okay, so that, right? And then he just becomes a lawyer. It's like, who are you?
Wait a second.
What?
Never mind. I'm not even
You
gonna
already
say
said
What?
it.
Say
Oh,
it.
no,
You
don't-
brought
forget
it
it,
up.
forget
You
it.
have to say it. You
No.
have to say it. Say it. Say
You know,
it.
listen. The movie has a lot of. Listen,
Okay.
bees can wear hats in the shapes of fingers.
Yes.
Where are you
That's
going with
one
this?
way that Barry B.
You were right.
Benson.
You were right.
What?
Oh, you mean he can dial the phone? That's what you mean.
Yeah,
dial-
yeah.
he
He
could
could
dial the
use his
phone with
fingers
his finger.
to call for
No.
Domino's Pizza
Yeah.
and
Get
please
out.
Vanessa.
Get
Yeah, that's
out.
true.
Okay, it's later. Goodbye.
That's how he calls taxis when he's tired to fly. Because he's like, why do you fly everywhere? Would you run everywhere? It's faster.
But humans don't have wings. That makes no sense.
But we have feet. We wouldn't run everywhere.
And she's like, okay, I get it. Well, I don't.
She's not gonna question his truth.
Okay.
Oh, your truth is relative now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess his
In the
truth
B movie.
in the B movie.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It's a
right?
bee talking to a human, of course. Truth is
Right. And
relative.
he's like, I don't care about any, what was it, 27 million year
Years.
tradition? I don't care about any
Wait
of
a
that.
second. he broke bee law by talking to her.
Yes,
He's
did.
breaking bee law by talking to these humans, but he's talking to them in a courtroom as a lawyer. Couldn't he get the case thrown out because he's breaking the law by representing himself?
Absolutely.
I'm back on your side.
Thank you. He
Wow.
broke both of them.
You're right.
He talked to a human and started dating one, even though she was in a relationship with someone else. That's
We're
triple
switching back and
breaking.
forth way too much
Just like the
in
movie.
this episode.
Yeah,
Yes.
just like the movie. Yep,
Just like
exactly.
the movie. And I feel like people would agree. They'd be back and forth right with us. I think so too. Because what more argument can you have? So yes, that bothered me. The whole courtroom. Then the fat man being extra with his butt that flaps.
Mhm.
The little carrier. I hated all of that. I
Mhm.
hated it so much. Like I was like, ugh, cringe. Get out.
Okay. Oh, actually, that brings me to another quote.
Oh, was it mine? Or was it whose?
No, It's just one word. I want to see if I could trigger Hoover. Sting.
Oh gosh,
He
yeah.
was so
That's
angry.
That was actually when I lost it.
Yeah,
Wait.
I was a little worried.
The
he
whole
was gonna
time I was
walk
like,
out.
okay, I'm not on board or whatever. But this time I jumped overboard. This is when I jumped overboard.
When they
and shit.
brought Sting as a witness to testify for
Because
Yes.
of
appropriating bee culture.
Yes, and so I think that was their best example of cancel culture. They were trying to cancel Sting
Mm-hmm.
because he was appropriating bee culture because his name is Sting.
Mm-hmm.
You can get stung by other things other than bees, right? But
That's
the
true.
only thing you can get
Stingrays?
stung.
Scorpions, yeah.
Stingrays. Where's the stingray at?
Yeah, exactly. Where's the Stingray movie?
Where is it?
And that's when I just lost my marbles. No pun
Yeah,
intended.
no, you were livid. You were livid.
You were
That's why I
upset.
wrote it down here. Yeah.
It's Sting.
I'm a little bit more calm now.
Yeah,
But
you
when
were
it happened,
upset.
I was,
Like on your
Throwing punches.
spectrum of like love, Jerry Seinfeld's on one side, and hate, Sting is on the other side.
wait, why is that the spectrum? That makes no sense.
That's as far as it goes.
Wait, wouldn't that
In
be
this
up
movie,
there?
For
for this
the
movie,
movie?
for the movie, yeah.
Wait, I'm rating. What am I rating on the spectrum? The movie?
No, love.
Love.
The emotions. The emotions. Yeah.
My
Yeah,
emotions.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
loving
yeah.
Seinfeld.
So
I'm
love,
hating
love is
Sting.
I'm so confused about the question. And the spectrum.
I'm just saying, all your emotions are between love, aka Jerry Seinfeld,
Okay.
or hate, aka Sting.
So what's the question?
Nothing. That's it.
I'm just gonna go on right down the middle.
So that would be Vanessa.
Right.
Yes,
Vanessa.
exactly.
That
The
she's the
unnatural-
golden child.
Relationship.
Okay.
How long is the flight from Pasadena to New York?
I'll give it 3 hours.
In 2007? Oh,
Really?
it's longer.
Where'd you put that
It's
up?
longer.
I
It's
know.
3
definitely
hours?
longer.
Maybe.
Like she made it to Pasadena back twice in the same day.
Yeah, because it's just California.
Wait, twice? What do you mean?
Like she
No, there
went
and back,
there
yeah.
She went
then
there and back,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry, that's what I
In the
meant.
same day?
Yeah,
Hmm.
That's possible.
She did?
she had to. The flowers would die.
Oh, yeah, true.
Like, how did that happen?
Yeah. That's
Well,
true.
the flowers just had to live one trip.
Yeah.
The flowers were alive in
But
Pasadena.
when she was
so-
leaving, it must have been like what, six,
Oh,
7 in the
true.
morning. And so let's say she left and then she got there at 10. Right. And I'm not even
It's
accounting
not.
for
It's
like her
definitely
driving
not.
to
Yeah,
JFK.
no, it's gonna be longer. It's definitely gonna be longer.
Or did she take New York?
No, JFK. They said
JFK.
JFK.
Okay, so let's just say 3 hours just to give the movie some leeway.
It's
Then
more than
she's-
3 hours.
She's okay,
in 2007.
4 hours.
We need to go back 15 years.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
Oh.
15
TSA was
years?
like getting big.
Oh my!
Yes.
Those babies can drive now.
Yeah.
Babies born during the B movie or conceived during the B
Yes.
movie.
Really?
They can drive.
They
now.
can?
They're 15. No, they're more than that.
Yeah, they can at least have a permit.
Yeah.
And they're still babies.
Sorry, they're children.
The bees can
Obvi-
drive now.
The bees can drive now. So, can you imagine a future
wait.
where bees won, and he never felt bad? And like, what would happen? What do you think would happen?
Everyone dies.
Everyone would die. You don't think that human brains have the capability to overcome and like
Maybe some humans would break the law and start farming bees again.
Like what I think would happen was that this movie makes no sense.
Mm,
It doesn't. It doesn't have a story.
And that would never happen.
okay.
Are you sure though?
Okay, if you're saying if the bees would have won,
Yeah, they
The
did
case.
though. But if
They won the
Barry
case.
hadn't felt bad
Right. If he hadn't
because
felt
of his
bad.
girlfriend,
If he hadn't felt bad.
because it was his girlfriend that told him. He was blind the whole
The
time.
world would have burned.
Yeah, he didn't notice the flowers.
He didn't notice the flowers, the greenery, anything. He only noticed when Vanessa said, "Look what you've done."
But I feel like he was just so into his head he didn't even notice the damage.
Because he's selfish.
I think that
Don't like Barry.
a bee other than Barry would have come up, and he would have been the same.
Like another chosen one?
Yeah, another chosen one, another Barry. And this time his name would have been a better bee pun than Barry Benson.
Sting.
Yes. Yes. His name would have
Sting,
been
come back.
Buzz Sting.
Buzz Lightyear?
Buzz Stingyear.
Ooh.
And then that bee, I was gonna say person. That bee, right, where they are sentient. That
Okay.
bee would have, in the movie they are.
I don't know, we're all creating our own narrative of whatever
That bee would have
happens.
come
We're
up and
trying to-
say,
Yeah.
Barry Benson was wrong, and we need to, get our pollen back and work with the humans. And he
Okay.
would have rallied the humans
To
and
overturn the
bees together.
case. To overturn the case.
Not to overturn the case, but just to, because now bees have rights in
Yeah.
this world,
Yes, yeah.
right? So now it's
Somehow.
going to be a collaboration instead of the humans profiting off of the bees.
Mm-hmm. Like a mutual
Then
thing.
it would have been just replace Barry with Buzz.
That could
with Buzz
be
Sting.
movie 2. We're pitching B movie
But
2
we're
right now.
going back in time and taking B Barry Benson out.
No, we can talk about the alternate. We can call it like
B movie 2 is an alternate reality.
yeah,
It's a
Right.
soft reboot.
soft reboot. Yeah, I like
Yes.
that.
Is that what it
With
is?
more diversity.
That's right.
Right. Wait,
Vanessa's gonna be
Even
black in
more?
this one.
there wasn't a lot of enough diversity in this movie.
No,
Come on now.
but
Oh, Vanessa's gonna be a black girl now.
she's gonna
Okay.
be black, and Ken's gonna be Asian.
He was already Asian.
Oh, wait, you're right.
His
Full
name
Asian.
is Ken,
Like
like Ken Jeong.
Oh
No.
But the culture won't be appropriated because it will be voiced by an actual Asian person.
oh, got it.
And then there's also going to be a trans person voicing a trans person. Sorry. I have to go there.
How would that work in the B world? It
The
wouldn't matter.
transitioning from bee to human.
Oh my god.
That's
Get
where
it?
reincarnation comes in.
Oh, that's trans species. Sorry.
Wait, can you
This is
do
getting weird. I don't know if I can.
I will
I'm
have
not
to say
following.
I blame the B movie because it exists.
I wanted to go through some quotes I wrote from the movie.
Okay,
Okay.
go for it.
I
Let's
love
go.
Iconic moments from
Okay,
the B
go
movie
for
that
it.
have become like memes now. But I just want us to just.
Yeah. You want us to rate them?
You like jazz?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's a famous line from this
Yeah.
movie.
Like
Yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah. Yes.
The musical.
Yeah. But
Is that what
Go
you're
next.
referencing?
no. Okay.
There's
wow, I really
nothing.
thought. No, I had. Oh right. Why does his life have any less value than yours? That was a triumphant moment.
Oh, Vanessa.
That was a big moment.
Winning everyone's heart.
Yes. Another one is "Honey Slaves to the White Man."
Mm-hmm.
When
Oh,
Jerry
yeah.
Seinfeld said that, that was really powerful
So
But-
in the
powerful.
courtroom.
Mm.
It was like, you
Resonates
can't
today's
handle the
time.
truth. Number one. Number two, honey slaves to the white man. That was, and then the black guy scooched over.
Yeah.
How about a suicide pact?
Oh,
That was, that
Yeah,
was a
that
big
was
moment.
crazy.
They called it a suicide pact?
They did say that.
yeah,
In the
Oh,
they
movie.
did.
okay.
It was bad.
And then an honorable mention. I hope she's B-ish from
Yes.
The mom.
from Barry's
Wow.
mom.
From Mary, so I hope she's B-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you had to rate this movie from all the movies we've watched this far, where would it fit between Evolution and The Last Airbender?
Yeah, it would be above those two for me.
Okay. That's fair, I guess.
We
didn't really
and
hate
nothing
it.
else really comes close. I don't think.
I think the Beast movie is just so unique in its weirdness.
Yeah, it's too unique for me to put it anywhere. in the
It's
spectrum.
so weird in its uniqueness.
It's like I can have like an A category and like a B category. Get it? B.
Yes, we get it, Josh.
Okay. Making sure.
Okay, Brenda, I know you haven't watched all of our episodes or seen our episodes. I get it. It's fair. We watch weird stuff. But when it comes to watching this film, as someone who enjoys films once in a while, how would you, like, where would you rate this movie based on the worst movie you've ever watched and this one? What's the worst movie you've ever watched? That you can think of right now. You're probably like, oh, that movie, I hate it.
I don't think I ever seen a really bad movie.
Oh, good. What about the B movie?
I mean, it's not, for me, it's not horrible. It's just, it's in the middle. Like,
What?
From like a scale from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
10 being like really good. And
10 being Glorious Bastards.
And then 1 being a really, really bad movie. I'll probably say like a 3.
Oh,
3 around there.
She gave it a 3.
Yeah, because it's like I wouldn't. If people talk about like the B movie, I wouldn't be like, that's disgusting. Like, I mean, it is, but I wouldn't. I would just be like, it's weird. Like,
yeah,
it's not horrible, but it's also not good.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. I think that's good. When I finished, the first thing I said was I hated it because of that whole courtroom crap.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
Because.
Yes, because of the courtroom. I hated it. They couldn't practice law. It made no sense. There's no way the entire world would be forced to partake in this one law. And if it did, that's questionable. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Barry B. Benson's a good lawyer.
He didn't even practice law. He just sat in his freaking pool and then he decided to go and start dating some human lady. See?
I like the Graduate reference.
In the movie?
That was, I guess, the highlight of it for me. Uh-huh. It was a Graduate reference.
I liked Ken. That was my highlight. Wait, Berna, what was your highlight?
My highlight? Let's see. I really have to think about this one.
Okay, Josh, go.
When they shot Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, gosh.
With a sniper for stealing honey.
And they were like, it's okay, it's just going to be for a couple hours. And Piggy is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so much for animal rights, I guess.
That's true.
He just sent
it's
SEAL
only
Team
rights
6.
to the beast.
Oh, actually,
okay. Okay, that's right.
Okay, I have a favorite part. If that was a question, right? Like,
yeah.
I like the scene where all the bugs are on the windshield. Because it was just, that's the only part that was funny.
Right, yeah.
That's it.
Funny.
The roach?
The roach.
With the sweater?
With the sweater, and then the mosquito, the blood.
Oh.
Chris Rock.
Blood. Yeah, he's blood.
Moose blood.
Yeah, that was the part I liked.
That's fair. I like that. That was good.
Okay, sorry, wait. Now that we're getting into that.
So, it is exactly what you're thinking.
So, okay, I have to say
they do that?
I have to say this. So, like, bees are... according to the movie.
In the bug world.
Right. In this movie.
The bug equivalent.
Right.
The bug equivalent.
Right.
Bees
They're
are
white.
Jewish and mosquitoes are black.
I guess.
You know what? Yeah, he actually said it in the movie because mosquitoes are hated by everybody.
Yeah, and she killed a mosquito and he laughed. You remember that? In his fantasy. Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh,
she's killed a mosquito.
He wrote this movie. What is he trying to say?
Oh.
I'm just putting that
Connecting
out there.
the dots.
I'm just putting that out there. Kind of weird. It is
a little weird.
I might be reading way too deep into it.
Even the mosquito is like, every time they see us, they just want to kill us.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's... Well, maybe not
he's like,
exactly,
pop, pop, pop.
Or maybe he did it on purpose, trying to play into racial stereotypes.
Yeah.
That might make sense.
Yeah.
And
Nah, he's racist.
Wait, so then what type of, like, what are we then? We Latin American people. What bugs are we?
We're roaches.
Okay. We can say that because we are Latin American.
Yeah, don't cancel us, please. Don't be movie us.
Okay, I will say
there was a Mexican in the movie.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay.
That's the scene that freaking bothered me.
What?
Out of all the things in the freaking movie that could have taken me out of it, the stupid fight with the pin.
I thought that was funny. That scene was funny. That scene was funny.
Not because he knew Barry would lose regardless. logically speaking.
Maybe he's afraid of bees.
No.
Okay, but you have to have some kind of suspense of.
Okay, you're right. If it wasn't part of the story.
Animated.
If it wasn't them stinging, it was like a huge thing. They were like, we can't. Even the start of the movie was like, the time being so hot-headed, stinging a squirrel, and that's how he died. And then later on, his best friend stings out of anger, which fine.
Well, I think is that he wasn't trying to sting him. He was trying to use it as a weapon.
Yeah,
he threatened him with his sting on his nose.
Oh, he did threaten him. You're right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you gonna do? Sting him and die?
No, it was never his intention to sting him.
It was and then it bothered me.
Okay.
It bothered me.
Their little sword fight. Dude,
No,
it was so funny. When he smacked the bee off of Vanessa's shoulder. And she was like, "What are you doing?" She got so mad at him. He's like, "There was a bee. It could have stung you." She's like, "Who do you think you are?"
How dare you
like,
try to be nice, sir?
Oh, something else that I thought was really funny was how evil the honey farmers were.
Oh, yeah.
So over the top.
They went, ha, ha, ha.
This puts them out all the tar and nicotine. Like,
they make the honey, we make the money.
Yeah.
that part was really funny. That was funny.
Oh man, I hated all of that. I hated it. Like, it was funny, but also like, oh my gosh, bee farming. I don't know the ethics behind it. I can't be like, oh, the spokesperson for like, honey farming. I have no idea.
As far as I understand, beekeepers care greatly about the colonies that they maintain.
I would assume
try to do so in an ethical way. As far as I understand.
Well, you're wrong, Josh. Don't you just watch the bee movie?
Yeah, you're right. They're all evil.
How dare you?
I guess it might also depend on like what company it is. Or
I'm sure there's many
bees
things.
being sourced from.
Right.
Maybe there are actual beekeepers that are like from big companies that they do actually
big honey
try to produce a lot of honey. Yeah, big honey, exactly. Yeah. And maybe I don't know. This is all speculation. Obviously, I can't really.
Oh, also Barry should be dead. Like.
Oh, absolutely. He should have been dead since the second he came out.
Like.
Of the honey hive. Sorry.
Like the bee's lifespan. Like. Does it last enough for reaching the Supreme Court?
That wasn't the Supreme Court. That was just
of
local court.
Yeah.
Either way,
even that they put something in the mail. And
okay, Joshua,
right
you're questioning how long it would take to go to court, but you're not going to question that they can't practice law. No, absolutely. Your argument does not work here. If mine doesn't
I could say the same thing about you when you're saying that he was using his stinger as a sword.
Yeah, that bothered me.
That's right.
But
get her.
Yeah, exactly. So it can bother you. That can bother you, but the other thing can't bother Josh.
No, what I'm trying to say is he's giving me crap. None of it makes New York thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. New York lawyer. And he's like, well, how did he live so long if he's practicing law exactly as it should? Nah.
Right.
Let's just pretend that all this was legit, and now we're post the bee movement.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I just think he tried so hard to be woke, but he totally missed.
Barry, he was trying to be.
And like he was trying to like make a movie, to make a change, but it got lost.
Barry?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld.
Do you think Jerry was trying to save the bees in like real life?
Is he vegan?
Maybe
Why did they choose bees?
I don't know.
Why are you a bee?
Why are you bee?
Why are you bee?
Who's a zombie? I am bee.
I feel like we've all shared things we loved, things we've hated. Vanessa loved. Barry absolutely loathed. Ken MVP.
Yeah.
Even I liked Adam too. Like I know he's underrated, but like I'm like honestly, Adam.
I didn't like Adam. No.
He was cool. Like he was like, I just wanted to do my job.
He's too hot tempered. Yeah.
Really? Are you kidding me?
What?
I don't want to go on a whole tangent of defending Adam. Okay. Anyway, but he wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I get him. I get him. He just wanted to do his bee thing, And he got ruined because Barry is selfish. Anyways, any last thoughts?
No.
B.
Aggressive.
B.
Wait, what does it say? Well, it's like let it be. No.
Oh yeah,
What
when
was
they're
that
making a
little
giant
dance
flower.
they did?
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
That's what they were singing. Yeah.
Singing
No,
words of
they were
wisdom,
like, be
let
a
it be.
bee, isn't it? Be a bee.
Think like a bee.
Think like a bee. No.
Here
Like a
comes
baby,
the
baby.
sun.
Do, do, do,
Do-do-do-do.
do.
That's the song you're talking about.
No, no, that I'm sorry. Them putting that song in at the end, that was cheap.
That was cheap.
Because they're trying to leave the song stuck in our heads, so we're walking out the theater like,
Yeah, that's true.
"Oh,
They did
here
choose
comes
that.
the sun." I guess the movie was all right.
Yeah, that's very
Like,
true.
They try to
Nah.
use the Beatles.
Nah.
You
They
think the
did try to
Beatles
use
Putting in a
like
song
that?
I like to make me like the movie.
You think Paul McCarthy appreciated that?
Who?
Is that his name?
McCartney.
Paul
McCartney.
Paul
McCartney?
McCartney, not
Cartney?
Carthy.
Carthy? I don't know. his
Oh my
name.
god.
Like Jai Cartney.
Jai Cartney.
What is
Jai
he doing these
McCartney.
days? How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Good for him.
You know he's a billionaire.
Paul McCartney.
Paul
Paul
McCartney.
McCartney. Oh, okay, so Jay Courtney is a given.
I mean, he probably is.
No,
What
he
if
is.
invested. No, that guy.
Oh,
Not your guy.
yeah.
Anyway.
He
but
was a Beatle. I would assume he dude's rich.
a
Yeah, and
Beatle.
he had his own
A
career.
Beatle. You know how much I... Never mind. I won't talk about it. Anyway. It was a fun watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
so
fun watching it with you
It was
guys.
fun talking
It was a lot of
about
fun
it.
watching.
Our fanfic re-edits. That was fun.
Okay.
What, Josh?
Come on, guys. You're doing
Our,
way
our
too much.
Ratatouille.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Darn it. Why did I...
Sorry, okay, let's end it. Let's end it.
But someone out there probably already thought of it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And if they didn't, Josh, take those art skills. Make them happen.
I'm on it.
Make them happen.
Mhm.
All right.
We're gonna
Well,
regret it.
yeah, I don't know what other movies we'll eventually do later this season, but I feel like this was a good one to start us, tipping our toes, like, woo,
Yeah.
water, trying to get in there before we get into the deep end. We'll see how deep it goes.
Thank you to Brenda for joining us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
for
welcome.
It was fun.
sure. Brenda is
A pleasure.
an interesting person to
Mhm.
talk about movies because she has interesting ideas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And she
Uh,
has a lot of the quotes that you bring to us when you guys have watched movies together.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mention it
That's
to us.
right. Yeah.
A lot of the quotes are from
Oh,
Brenda.
absolutely.
Really?
Brenda,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
A
we've
lot.
mentioned you
Wait,
a lot.
don't
We've mentioned
listen
you a
to
lot
our
before.
episodes?
I do.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but yeah, she says,
I
"Oh,
know,
my
but-
sister said
oh,
this,
my
and it's
sister said
perfect."
that, because it's
Oh.
funny.
Uh-huh.
She will say them
Yeah.
without realizing, because she'll just be chilling. She'll be on her phone, but also watching the movie, and then out of nowhere she'll say like this line, and I'm like, and it's really funny, and I'm like,
Mhm.
you're right.
Mhm.
So it was good. Well, maybe one day you'll return with a different movie, maybe an old one.
Oh yeah,
The C movie,
Well,
the C movie.
because we saw the B movie.
No, it's a C.
Okay.
Like ABC.
It's a pun.
It's a very punny pun, like the B movie.
Don't worry, I'll edit that out.
no, leave it in.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for joining, Brenda, for being here, spending time with us, seeing how fun we are to be around.
Bill.
Oh my god. All right, I'm done talking. Y'all can finish off.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Think like a bee.
Think like a bee. Think like a bee. Is that what it is?
I think that's it.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
You had something?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Until next time.
Choo.
Okay.
Y la cosa suena.
Okay. Y la cosa suena. Smoke trees.
Smoke bees every day.
And it's mine.
I'm taking over. I am the captain now.
I am the captain.
Look at me. I'm the bee.
Nobody
Alright,
cares.
you see what
Nobody
I'm talking
cares.
If
about.
I
you're
agree.
giving him crap for this movie,
I
you have
agree.
no life. No offense, but if that's you, get a life.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Hey, I'm with you, sister.
I mean, let's be honest. I get it. I wouldn't show my kid this. First, I wouldn't watch a movie
Oh, I was showing
that
my
I've
kid
never
this.
shown my
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, well, Josh, that's your prerogative. You're the parent. I'm not here to question that. But my children are not watching the B movie when they're 5.
I'll show your kids bee movie.
No, you're not doing that.
Why?
When they're 5.
I mean, I'm gonna have to sit there having to explain this plot that makes no sense.
Not really. They're just gonna watch like, oh, that's a cute bee. That's what I did.
I guess.
And they're not gonna be like, why is a human falling in love with the bee?
I don't know now.
You
I don't know.
like,
You got the
nobody's
Princess
gonna-
and the Frog, right?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's
The Princess and the Bee.
I wouldn't show them Princess and the Frog either. I mean,
Get out.
there's like a bunch of voodoo stuff in it and things like that.
But that's
Disney's
just-
first
there's
black princess.
demon-
But that's culture though.
I would rather show her like the live action Cinderella with what's her name? Like that's a good movie.
You wouldn't show your kids Fantasia.
No.
Oh, Josh absolutely would.
I
He
actually,
watched
I've
it.
watched Fantasia with babies. Yeah.
She's still young to understand.
She watched it though. She had her eyes open.
It was so boring. Like it's boring. I don't know why kids would want to watch it.
Right, it's freaking boring as heck. And there's Satan.
I'm showing my kids B movie,
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Good for you. You can tell
and then
them.
I'm gonna get mad about it.
And then when they come and ask me, and be like, Miss Hila,
Miss
so
Hila?
can bees and like humans be together? Like it's like, is that okay?
They would never
Why
ask
did you
that.
say no?
You would absolutely be surprised.
I didn't ask that.
I know, but you were at a different time, girl. Different time. Different time.
You would just say no and say, "Oh, that movie got that wrong."
Yeah.
I'd be like, that movie's stupid.
It's a
You wouldn't
cartoon.
be
It's not
wrong.
real.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think the B movie's fun.
Yeah, it's just a cartoon, man. Like,
And
If
what I was
you're
trying
an
to say
adult.
before
5 stars.
is
We
that,
got
like,
it.
the only thing about this movie that's like that, it's for kids. It's like it made by DreamWorks and that it's animated.
Yeah.
Other than that, like the whole time watching the movie, I never thought about like, not never because it's animated and it's by DreamWorks, but I was never like, oh, okay, yeah, this is all kid humor.
No,
It's
yeah.
not at all.
It's like for like,
but
more
then again,
adultish.
it is DreamWorks. It's Shrek a kids movie.
I think it is.
It
Kids
can.
can definitely enjoy Shrek.
It can
has
be both.
farts, it
Yeah,
has-
it's both.
Both.
Shrek is an all-around family.
it's kind of like
Uh,
SpongeBob.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
SpongeBob
yeah, I
had
think
this-
so too. Like
yeah.
especially the older one.
The older episodes.
I guess that's fair.
I
That's
guess I could
fair.
also be wrong. I mean, it's animated and
Yeah.
there's bees.
Here's what we'll do:
Well, I'll have kids.
Okay.
Make
have
them
kids,
watch it,
make
and
them watch it,
test
and then
it.
just take a poll. Y'all love it or
Yo,
not?
you're right.
I'll do that.
That's
We'll
a
do
plan.
that. Let's have
And
kids.
my kids are gonna love it.
Watch them hate it. Like,
What if they don't even like? What if they don't even like TV?
That's true. They might hate it because you're forcing them to.
Like, I don't want
You
to.
have to watch.
So you have to like keep it away from them. It's like you can't watch this. That's gonna make them want to watch it.
Exactly.
Oh,
Then in
Reverse
the middle
psychology.
of the night, they're gonna
Yeah.
sneak out. And they're
Uh-huh.
like, why didn't they? And they put it on. They're gonna be like,
Oh, I get it.
And they're like, oh, my father loves me because he didn't show it to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
There you go. That's how you do it. You're like, but did you like it? And they're gonna be like, actually, it's not that bad. I kind of ship it.
Oh my god.
That's when you know you've done well.
Right.
Ah.